Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. It is I, Piggy, joined by Ash, here from Watching Walford, to bring you yet another edition of the Watching Walford podcast. It's episode 120. We are now officially older than most people in the world. Today's episodes are going to cover the biggest storylines to take place from week 16 of 2025. All the episodes from the 14th of the 4th all the way to the 17th of the 4th. Now, what are the topics? Well, first we have an introduction. It's what I'm doing right now. That's an introduction. Bam, you've done it. Just very quickly, let me just change the scene so I don't play the intro again. The next topic, the main topic we start off with, will be Barney gets hinged. He gets muscle. He puts on muscle. He's going to be the next big man in the square. Then we have Avani and Lilly smoke. I can't say they spoke some substance. I can't say.
Freeze.
Yeah. And then Sonia leaves, and then we have the award and the after show. The after show is where we say some silly nonsense like ducks have 3 legs.
How we been, what we've been up to, etc.,
Yeah.
all that normal garbage that people probably don't watch half the time.
Yeah, that is for true. So I guess I'm going to start off with Barney, like I mentioned. So what has Barney been doing? Well, I'll tell you what Barney's been doing. He's been in love, his old big barn. He's been in love. He loves Avani, or he just wants to be friends. I think he's in love.
Yeah, I say love. He's got a crush on her. He's got a crush. It's not that far yet. They just like each other.
Well,
But they're not getting hitched.
Well, he
Calm
likes
down.
her. We don't know if she likes him.
I mean, I'm sure she does. I don't think Avani's ever known a nerd in her life. Just it's looking like it's some weird little bug. Just wow, you do all these. You read books and that. What is that? A book? Bloody hell, chess. Christ.
So Barney, you're telling me Star Wars is a social construct of the president we have in America today? Bloody hell, I did not know that now, lads. Bloody hell. I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, Barney, basically.
Yep.
Just let it fall flat in its arse, okay? Just let it fall flat.
Yep. Just not even.
Don't know
respond. Where that was going.
Yeah.
Don't know what it was there for.
I don't know what it was there for. It's got.
Yeah, Happy Easter. There we are. That's also something that's happening. It's Easter weekend this weekend.
Yeah, just very quickly. No, we're not getting rid of the word Easter. You can stop complaining that they're removing it off chocolate eggs. Okay, we're not removing the word Easter. What?
They just call them chocolate eggs now.
No. The complaint that most people have about wokeness when it comes to Easter is that they're removing Happy Easter off the box to be more appealing to other religions, where it's not. It's literally most boxes with the Easter eggs on it say Happy Easter or Happy Holidays. There's nothing.
It's like everybody complaining about them saying you can't even say Christmas anymore, despite very much being able to.
Yeah.
The war on Christmas.
It's just
say that I got an Easter egg. It's a chocolate orange Smartie was one. Brother got it, and I went, all right, sick. I hope this isn't chocolate orange flavored chocolate. It is. Well, happy Easter.
I did.
Thank you for the gift.
I very quickly before I get back to Barney, this is still in the Barney topic. I can't be arsed to make this like a mini topic. I remember my local homeless man Phil. I bring him up sometimes on the podcast. It was last.
I'd imagine there's more than one.
What?
I'd imagine there's more than one.
My local homeless man Phil. Yeah, there's more than one homeless man. But he was outside Tesco on old Sunday. Hold on here, Phil. I'll be back in a second. I gave him a Terry's chocolate orange. I went Happy Easter. Enjoy that. And then he got lippy next day. I bought some Queen ice cream, and was that ice cream for me? I went to my father, and he's got lippy. There's levels to this now, Phil. There's levels. You can't steal another man's ice cream. That's why didn't you give him the ice cream? I went, he doesn't have a fridge. I don't know where you can put it.
Fuck off, man. No way you came up with that on the fucking spot.
I did.
It's fucking hell. Doesn't have a fridge. Fucking ridiculous. What are you on?
There's a clip for you.
Fucking saves homelessness.
One fridge at a time.
Oh god.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, but I'll get back there. There you go. I do love Phil though. He's a nice man. I was about 14, he said. Always spots me with my Hawaiian shirts and he goes, "Hi, Piggy. Looking very flowery today. You're looking very flamey today. You're looking very... What the fuck's that shirt?"
Nice. Just
compliments me. I just come over and say a few words and he's like, alright, I'm alright, okay, thanks, Phil. But back to Barney. So Barney's getting hinged. He wants to impress Avani, you know? Because all these women want these days is a toxic masculinity man. That's all I want, you know? The men who... And no, I'm not going to just dive into that. I'm going to leave that, because that probably gets demonetized.
Thank you.
So Barney is trying to impress Avani, and basically Teddy says there's two things a woman likes: a man and a man with muscles. And Barney's like, oh, okay. And he's like, you might not have the normal power, or you might not have the muscles, but we can show you. And he tries to get Harry to teach him, but he doesn't. Harry declines his offer.
Yeah, because Harry would be absolutely... He'd be hazing him. Hey, Barney, I'll spot you. And then he, like, squats in his face or something. Way, get back, Barney.
It's like what I did in Dunn Stores. I thought my dad was behind me, so I farted. But yeah, there's just a man there, and I didn't see him behind me. I just farted, and then my dad said he just gave me this look like, "What you do?" So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with you, mate.
I don't.
Why are you publicly telling that story?
Don't know.
The fucking Irish crop duster over here.
I mean, it's better than what we.
But yeah, like obviously Harry and Barney's not gonna work. I don't even want to know. Harry and Barney's obviously they're not gonna work together. Harry and Barney would just be at each other's throats because they do like each other, but he is that younger brother. You always got to haze the younger brother. Says that as the younger brother who has been fucking teased relentlessly. Like when I want to play Sonic 1 on the Sonic Mega Collection on the Xbox and my brother sat there pissing me off. I remember the days. But point being, so Zach is like, yeah, bloody hell, I'll fucking help. Yeah, I'm a PC. I'll help you. I'll train Barney. No reason. No ulterior motive at all. No ulterior motive whatsoever. And then he just kind of gets the back and forth where it's like, yeah, well, it feels like, yeah, he says something on the nose where it's like, oh yeah, I feel like Barney and Harry, I feel like they're on a different, like, I feel like I'm from space sometimes. They've got all this natural confidence and I don't have that. And obviously Zach's like they're pining. Zach's like that fucking, he's like that picture of the kid who's like straining his fucking neck. I'm your dad. Fucking straining to not expose the truth, but he doesn't do it. And then, in a way, to get... And Nicola returns and she's like, oh, what's this about Zach training Barney? Oh my god. Hey, Tommy, Joel, fuck his life up. I mean, politely, give him some encouragement. Fuck his life up. Embarrass the poor boy. Embarrass him. Make him piss his pants and pull him down in front of Avani. Fucking do it. So Nicola sets Joel and Tommy to ruse Barney's workout and embarrass him. And he does get embarrassed, poor little bastard. Poor guy. And he runs away. He's like, oh. And then they say, oh, Zach invited you. You invited him? Fuck you. And, back to square one. You don't mess with Nicola.
Yeah.
But Zach's also not stepping down either. He's putting up the fight. Well, I know it's a bit bold to say, but will this somehow be one of the Christmas stories this early on? It feels quite unlikely. But I mean, it's a difference of what they actually want to do with Ben Wadey's stuff, I guess.
It depends on what Ben Wadey wants to do. Sorry, I'm getting a text
Yeah.
messages. So I'm just forwarding it.
He's big league in the podcast.
Yeah, Amazon texted me for some reason. I just sent it to my father, and I'm like, "Did you collect the parcel?" But I'd assume I'd make it a Christmas story. Like, it just depends if Ben Whaley wants to like wreck on it or not. Really.
I wouldn't get rid of it. It depends how long you want to push it down, right? Because like you could imagine this has all the hallmarks of a big Christmas story. Because Nicola finally. Well, it's just Nicola has secrets, right? She knows where Shireen's buried, and she knows that Barney is Zach's kid, not Teddy's. So it feels like a lot of this year is about building up Nicola and Teddy as this big couple, only to expose the truth about Shireen, which I'm pretty sure is coming out soon, and that Barney is Zach's, not Teddy's, and then it's kind of the rise before the fucking fall. A roller coaster is only fun when you fucking go all the way up slowly and then straight down there. Let's go. And that's probably what this storyline might be like.
Yeah, I'm
but
sorry.
Who knows how long it'll go.
I'm sorry for all the viewers at home. I did not realise my camera was still on me for most of that, of what Ash was saying. So I was just looking around. So I apologise. Big league in the podcast, so I am. Big league in it.
No, he's not paying attention to us.
Yeah. Go home to your mother.
Poor Barney. I like pitting Nicola and Zach together. They have a very good fighty chemistry, so I'm all here for it.
Yeah.
I'm just ready to see more Nicola, honestly.
Yeah, and I guess the next
to me, I suppose. Sorry, the final thing. Also, to me, Nicola getting Joel and Tommy to basically insult her kid. That's a Ronnie maneuver right there. I'm not saying Nicola's a surrogate Ronnie, because she's not, and they are different characters, but it definitely feels like they wanted another blonde Mitchell who would do anything to protect her kids, and she is all the hallmarks of it. Yeah. But I could definitely imagine Ronnie being like, kick sand in his eyes. What? Kick sand in his eye. He needs to learn that you don't trust anyone, even your friends.
I don't know why. I guess the next topic now. I can finally say the word because we're 13 minutes in. Oh no, bloody hell. Yeah, Avani and Lilly smoke some dope. How about that, kids?
You didn't even say the word.
Oh, sorry. Avani and Lilly smokes weed every day. There you go.
So we can say the line. Say the line. Avani smokes trees. It's not the line. The one thing that was funny during this week, and I'm just going to cut ahead and say it anyways, is Bex at some point realizes that Lily's been smoking in the cafe. And she's like, Lilly, have you been smoking the weed? I don't know, Bex just speaks funny. She just speaks funny. Anyways.
So I basically also said, I'll just quickly run through the Phil stuff, just get 2 on 1. Nothing really happens with Phil this week, but Nigel's dementia gets a bit worse, and he obviously thinks he's back at the fit. I know they can't do it because you'd have to get a whole new set, but I'd love if they showed I know you could just green screen it, but I love if they showed that he thinks he's in the video shop, but it's half and half. So it's the video shop in his mind, and the other half is the lady who's actually in the pharmaceutical. But I know you can't really do that.
They did basically do that, just not as excessive.
Yeah.
Because we did see the outside, and you did see it as the video shop, I think.
All right.
So they did pretty much do that.
Jane brings him home, and then Phil's like, yeah, he's just a bit wound. He's just a bit not wrong with him.
He's just a bit tired.
Yeah, just.
Then.
Oh,
sorry, Karen.
Next week's gonna be a bit sad because he writes a goodbye letter to Phil. From what I learned.
Oh no. Christ, I'm not ready.
He I believe in the spoilers, it's revealed that he. Okay,
spoilers.
Spoilers, by the way. I believe in the spoilers. He basically says, if my dementia worsens, I want to kill myself, basically. and
In a video game.
in a video game. So basically, Phil has to be like, "No, you can't do that, Nigel. We're supposed to be a team." And then he has to like realize, yeah, maybe it is the right decision in a sense. Because would you like to remember your friend as a person who cared for you, bought you sweets, or remember them as an old fragile person? You can barely remember if they're in the toilet or they think they're in World War II. Like, it just depends.
Yeah, it's an impossible situation.
Like,
I'll put it that way.
yeah, like it honestly, like, if Ash had dementia, but he did tell me, look, please just help me, I'd be like, yeah, I've seen one person suffer with it, I'm not seeing another. Ash, quick, just get on top of the stairs very quickly. Just, ooh, do not push your granny who has dementia down the stairs, lads. That is just a keynote. They will come back and fight you, though you can steal their dinner. They won't mind that. Nan, you did eat your dinner. You told me you did. Oh, did you not get your dinner? Well, you told me you did, so it must be the old memory. That's the old trick I pulled. And get free dinner.
Sounds horrendous.
And you did eat your dinner. Why on about you didn't eat your dinner? I remember you scoffing on that chips. What are you on about now, you silly fucker?
Make it stop.
So that's saying him, I can make those jokes when I had dementia.
Yeah, you are allowed to make those jokes. You
Yeah.
did live the experience.
Yeah. And by the way, do not do that to your nanny if they have dementia. Do not confuse them even more by saying you had your dinner.
They don't need any help being confused.
Yeah. Although, like, if they start going on about Luftwaffes and shit, then just be a bit concerned, because they just be a bit concerned. Anyways, yeah. So Avani and Lilly smoke the weed every day. So where do we start with this? Well, Lilly is still struggling with the loss of Martin. Her mother not really opening up, and her basically telling her mother she wished she was dead. And Stacey's just in her room. She won't come out. She's very sad, and like Jean is trying to put everything together, but she can't. Like, if you see in the back fan, she's making some rashes. And side note, I get to bring this up now because I saw it Monday, but I went to my local garage because they have a Burger King like built into it. It's like a Burger King like in it. And
what are you going to a garage for?
What?
What are you going to a garage for?
I just told you they have a Burger King in it.
Yeah, I guess.
And they also
that's you using your fuel allowance.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not. The folks give it up for him. But basically, they also have their own deli as well. And when I tell you, me and my dad, like, we're obviously checking, like, looking at the like what's in the like leftovers. And when I tell you, we saw a piece of chicken that literally looked like this color in a deli. I was like, this is
absolutely not.
It was absolutely burnt. I should have took a photo. Like, you could not. It'd be like eating charcoal. Is all I can say. But yeah. So yeah. Jean burns the bacon, and then Eve's like, stop burning the food. I'll have to stop giving out free stuff, please, for the business. And Lily just is like, if Annie got any drink, I'm really struggling. Annie's like, I don't have any drink. Sorry, love. And it's just like, can you do anything else? Can you do anything a bit stronger? And she's like, yeah, I can get some if you catch my drift.
I don't know how much fucking weed they were aiming to smoke, because it continues where Lily steals from the cab office, and she steals 100 quid. How much weed are you getting, man? Look, you're both teenage. Just get a 20 bag. It's easy. Get a fucking 20 bag. That I would never do. Get a 20 bag. You smoke it all. You're gonna be fucking absolutely brud. Like, you're set. You're set with that. Maybe maybe get 3.5. Easy. Not 100 quid, man. Fucking hell. What are you trying to do? What high quality is this London inflation?
It is London. I wouldn't be surprised. They're charging for like.
They're not that fucking high rent.
You don't know.
Was he putting like fucking ice cream in it or something? What's he doing?
It probably is, mate. If I'm
Why
being
is it
honest.
so spenny?
Well, I think weed's gone up in prices since you last smoked it, mate. It's getting harder.
Better not be. 20 bags a 20 bag.
I don't know how they go about it because, like, if weed's ever like, I guess it's only watch EastEnders. If weed's ever really,
Oh, EastEnders hates weed.
yeah, because it's like you smoke with that ganja, that stuff. How could you? And
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
don't know why. I don't know why they really despise weed. It's like even when they had that story where Nancy was taking like CBD to help with her epilepsy, and he was like, "Oh wow, you're taking illegal CBD." It's like, yeah, fucking helps. I just, the fucking, I don't know why EastEnders. Obviously, you're not allowed to be like, yeah, weed's great. It is, isn't it? Stupidly like, isn't weed surprisingly high in the classification?
oh,
Is it class B now? Do they make it class B? Fucking ridiculous, man.
I thought weed was legal.
No, it's not legal, man. Obviously, you can get prescribed medicinal weed,
But it should be
but
legal.
it's still a class B drug. Yeah, well, but fucking just like EastEnders covering weed, it's not really. Never really gets a very glowing review. But like in comparison to like alcohol and cigarettes, like it's how much weed is killing versus alcohol and cigarettes, but those are both allowed.
But technically, I can just
Actual help for like, people with Alzheimer's, people with Parkinson's, anything with tremors, anxiety. Like, fuck it, I don't get why, but anyways.
I have two things to say about this. First off, I really tried to get my nanny on medicinal weed so I could get my own, but it didn't work for obvious reasons. And technically, and now this
but medicinal weed's not the same as the weed you'll get on the street,
And I just want to say this. Now, this might just be a piggy take, but if people are so if people are against abortions, right? Why don't they just make weed legal? Because like, doesn't weed increase your blood, like your sperm cells? You can help like have more kids.
I don't. When the fuck's that ever a thing?
What?
A weed increasing your sperm count?
Yeah. Apparently, weed increases.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, apparently it's a thing. Weed increases your sperm count. So like, make it legal, so you can have more kids.
Obviously, I can understand not wanting to legalize weed because it is a drug, and inherently weed is not addictive, but the way people smoke it, they do. Like, there may not be anything addictive about it, but people can get addicted to anything. Let's be fucking honest, mate. Some people are huffing fucking carpet cleaner. You know what I mean? Like, it may have no genuine addictive properties, but if you do smoke it every day to like help with anxiety or something, probably gonna be a bit reliant on it. So I get that you don't want like a fucking workforce, but also you could tax fuck out of it anyway. So like,
you could.
Tobacco's still a very lucrative industry. Why the fuck would you not allow weed? Easy, and then at least that way people are getting solid weed and not weed like laced with anything. So yeah, it's just kind of. Just one of those things. I'd legalize it fucking tomorrow. I don't know why it's a class B drug as well. Like, what fucking dangerous properties are there really in weed? Let's see what the fucking class B drugs are.
Go ahead.
Alright, class B, amphetamines. I don't know what fucking the next one is. But barbiturates? Don't know what the fuck that is. Depressant? Who the fuck knows? Ketamine. Yeah, fair enough. Synthetic cannabinoids. Yeah, sound. Okay, these lists are a bit shit. Mate, what the fuck's up with this list? So Class A is cocaine, crack cocaine, ecstasy, heroin. Yeah, fair enough. LSD. Magic mushrooms. Yeah. methadone and methamphetamine. So yeah, that's pretty alright. Ecstasy and LSD and mushrooms, probably. Probably. Why is this turned into a drugs tier list? Listen, welcome to the drugs list. Yeah, Class B, amphetamines, cannabis, codeine, GHB, GB. Okay, fair enough. Ketamine, Ritalin, cannabis. Yeah, I still don't know why it's Class B. And then Class C's fucking Class B. Like, there's more dangerous shit in fucking Class C than there is Class B. Steroids, fair enough. Benzos, so like diazepam and that fucking sort of like those sorts. Cat, I don't know what the fuck that is. Bushman's tea. Oh, it's a good psychedelic. Nitrous oxide, which people fucking take people huffing like balloons and shit. I don't know about that stuff. Don't know about that, but and BCP, I don't know what that is.
So where does Viagra fit on the list?
Viagra's legal.
Yeah, but it should fit on the list.
But they're in the classes because they're illegal, and it's how illegal are they?
Sorry.
Viagra's legal. It's not illegal to get a fucking woody.
It's like I don't know if I've mentioned this before, and you can Google it. But it's like how Ireland, when they were trying to oversee gay marriage, like try and make it legal, or they were trying to make some law legal, they accidentally made hard drugs legal instead for a day. You can Google it. Ireland,
I mean, I swear it's also a thing where like where it felt like the drugs board just kind of added random shit. So it's like, oh yeah, mushrooms are like too high up because they just got bored and went, just stick it with the other ones.
I mean, if you don't know, UK and Irish politics is basically a dartboard, and all the prime ministers and all the prime ministers, all the Taoiseachs, all the like people on board are just going, all right, okay, what rights is next? Gay rights. Okay, gay rights. What's next? Drugs. Gay rights equals drugs. Like, it's
just a bunch of people trying to acting like they know what the regular working class person goes through and or needs, or entirely trying to fuck them. So yeah,
I do just briefly, like, I do love, like, I guess this is where I can put what my point I was going to make earlier on. But the politics, very quickly, just before I move back to the EastEnders, they've kind of made a law now where, in the Supreme Court in the UK, which is different to America, I want to clarify, they have now said that women is based on biological sex and not gender, which could have a lot of ramifications for trans women. And
for some reason, not men though. I don't know. I do understand that there is obviously a big war on trans. There's a big war on trans women, right? Because it's like, they're gonna, it's all the shit that people act like actually happens, where they're gonna infringe on real women, and they're gonna, they're gonna make it unsafe. But like trans men, obviously they still get a lot of abuse still, even then. So that's not like, but a lot of the very anti-trans sentiment does seem to go towards trans women rather than trans men. But point being, it's still a fucking horrific thing, and it is redundant at this point in time. That it's like, oh yeah, fuck you. It's all about biology, because it's like, who's checking the junk in the door? Who's stopping you going, hold on? What you got? None of your fucking business. None of your fucking business what I got down there. Right, most of you will never know. But now it's your fucking business. Fuck off. Terrible.
I'm packing 6 inches of steel, but you can fuck off. You're not looking at it. I don't want to.
Like, it's so weird. It's such a weird fixation. And it's against people who have fuck all rights in the first place. Like, you don't need more. It's why people like J.K. Rowling just continuing to strike down. It's like, do you like just drilling this 5-year-old kid in the fucking jaw? It's because like you keep doing it, and you're like, oh, I'm doing God's work here. Yeah, sure you are, fucker. Do something else with your fucking bathtubs full of money. Fucking grow up.
Also, just
Get angry about actual things that are a big problem, not the very small community that is trans people. Like,
also,
they're fucking trying to get rights in the first place.
also, technically, this goes against the Bible, because if you don't know, there's this famous couple called Adam and Eve, or Eve or Adam, one of the two.
Or is it Adam and Steve? You never know.
You never know. And basically, one of them is just a carbon copy of the other, but obviously with a vagina. So technically, Adam or Eve is transgender. But yeah, we don't acknowledge this in the Bible. It's not in the Bible. So yeah, just you criticize the Bible.
Just fuck him.
Yeah, it's simple. It's the thing of, we legalized gay marriage. Who can we target next? Because I don't want to say every politician, but every politician has their like go-to.
They have their whipping boy for sure.
Yeah.
It's like how the trans in sports in America was one of the like highest like voted for mandates, despite it being such a small demographic. But it's it's just there's just been a lot of very anti-trans discourse, and it's just ridiculous. Like it's such a small demographic of people, and people are acting like they're living in their. It's like how people, and this is another topic in the whole, but it's like people will act like people on like disability are like living it up in their fucking mansion, and it's like no, that's just not how it fucking works. It's just not how it works. It's not there yet. You can't just go, oh well, they've got it good anyways. Do they? Do they really? It's mental.
Like, I guess I know I'm different because I live in Ireland. So I live in the Republic, so I'm not really under British ruling. But if you want to know, I've basically joked and bragged about it. Because why not? I am on disability in Ireland, and compared to the UK, this is like trans rights versus cis rights. Because I have the fucking cis rights because I got a free bus pass. I don't have to pay for a TV license. I get a free TV license. I get a fuel allowance to heat my house from September till April. I get an ESP unit once every month to pay for my ESP. And I get 220. It goes up to 250 a year. And then if the government's lucky, they might throw in a lucky bonus for me of 300 quid in October. But with the tariffs, obviously that one might be not working this year. Fuck you, Trump. And compared to like the UK, where I hear Ash is like, yeah, I can't even get on PIP. I think it's PIP that it's called in the UK.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what do you mean? And it's like, what do PIP rights have? And it's like, you get one P, one singular P, green P, and not even a slice of ham. You get like a smidge of ham, and that's it. And it's like, what the? Because my entire thing is, there is people who generally can't work. Like, I can't work because if I'm in a workforce, it's more so, will I snap or will I not snap? Because if you don't know what I mean, is that, and trigger warning by the way this mentions harming yourself. The last time I was in a workplace, I didn't physically harm myself. I just grabbed a knife and just basically like, I was wearing gloves, so I just went like that over the glove, just like that. So I can't work. And plus, with my mental health, it could deteriorate and make me feel a whole much worse than I already am. As you have the pressure of working for someone, dealing with it. And then, like, I think Ash can work, but he can't at the same time. You can go into yours if you want.
I mean, don't necessarily need to go into this too.
No,
heavily,
well, no. You can just basically say why you're on.
It's in a very yeah. I have tried, but both when I was working is probably the worst points in my life mentally. So it is a struggle. It is definitely a struggle. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm ruled out from working, so
Yeah. But like, it's just everyone needs their own target audience. I know. I think in America, Trump wants to get abolish it altogether, disability checks. And like, that's rich coming from a man who loaned a lot of money off his dad and bankrupt 4 casinos. But still, it's a stupid thing. Just politicians need their own parties and stuff.
Just want their own whipping boy.
Yeah, it's like RFK Jr. What did he say? RFK Jr. said something like, autism kids don't get any bitches, or don't get any lovers. They're just too stupid to get love.
There's no way that was said. There's no way that was said.
I believe he said something like, autism kids don't get any lovers.
I mean, it's like, I'm pretty sure there was a thing about America, and they were kind of being like, we need to figure out why there's suddenly a lot more autism cases out there. And it's like, well, because we have a lot more awareness and understanding. No, it's just got to be there's just got to be someone in the water or something. It's like, no. It's just, we are just gradually assessing and kind of actually giving autism assessments now. And it's like, no, there must be some other thing. But anyways, this went on too long.
Hold on, I found it. RFK Jr. Okay, you ready for this? So RFK Jr., I believe he's related to JFK. I believe. I might be wrong. He said, RFK Jr. claims autistic children will never go on dates or pay taxes. If I can find the quote, I'll let you know. But he basically went on this don't play for me. He's gonna find the root.
Mate, that was a crazy. I was like, how did you first say it as they get no bitches?
He basically did. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. claimed that autism children will never pay taxes nor go on dates during a press conference on Wednesday, the 16th of April. It comes after the U.S. Senators for Disease Control and Prevention said the number of U.S. children diagnosed with autism continues to rise. CDC experts dispute the idea that the condition is becoming more widespread. Despite the rise in its data, instead of attributing the uptake in cases to improved diagnosis, RFK Jr. has vowed to uncover the root cause behind what he claims is an epidemic. Autism is a spectrum. Some people with autism require more support than others. Many need little or no assistance with their daily lives. Yeah, he's got on a fucking mental one. Is all RFK Jr. He is 90 and has a worm in his head. Look, imagine saying, yeah, they get no bitches. So there you go, there's your little political update. Now it's time to get back to smoking the weed, I guess. Unless you have anything else to say.
No, we've said a lot.
Yeah.
We've said more than enough.
I'll go back to the thought and I'll find a timestamp for when we went off the topic. Save you a job. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, so Lilly is caught smoking the weed by old Bex. Bex is just, it's funny because Bex is just weird because I don't know how she speaks, but she speaks like you're like your old mother, like giving out to you.
She does speak like she does speak like she. Basically, her being Sonia Martin's kid is so spot on. Like the casting is still tremendous to this day. She fits so well, and she acts a bit like Sonia in the same way.
Yeah, because she's like you. It's like she just goes, "You smoking the weed?" And I'm like, "Okay, calm down, Sonia.
You can't smoke the weed. I've been in Thailand. I know what weed smells like." It's like, you know what weed smells like in the UK?
I just wait till 1 a.m. in the morning and then I basically smell the fucking ganja coming from somewhere, either above me or outside. I can't even walk through my street, through my town.
Mine usually comes out through my bong. There we are. Yeah. It's a joke. Don't smoke weed I don't smoke anymore.
Ash, hide your bong. They can see the bong.
No, it's an acrylic vase. Jesus. Cheers, Amazon.
Thank you, Amazon. Where was I? So yeah, she basically gives Lilly the money back. Jean goes through her purse and And basically, Jean goes through Lily's purse. Lily's like, "Get off me, Gran. You're not even related to me," even though she is. She basically is just an angry teenager. She storms out, and then she comes back, and Jean's like, "Do you see this? Charlie was playing with this. It was a little plastic baggie that the weed was in, and you could have got her killed." I don't think she's suffocating on that bag, Jean. I think that the bag's a bit small.
Mate, kids are mental. That they can do anything.
I mean,
Mate,
yeah.
you get done in by one of those little bags. Never mind a child. I mean, they're dangerous.
I mean, have I told you? Do you know them fruit shoot like bottle caps?
Yeah.
I got one stuck on my finger, and I had to get pulled. I was in school, like I was stuck on my finger, and like our nurse had to come down with butter to get it off my finger.
Mate, how'd you even go back at that point? It's just over. It's just school's over. You've fucked it up.
Like,
It's time to leave. I'm not going back being known as the kid who got a fucking fruit shoot stuck on his finger.
well, not a bottle; it was the bottle cap.
Yeah, but even the same.
Like it was like.
Yeah, well, obviously, how are you
this
getting
finger.
the bottle stuck in your fucking hand?
I had a fat finger, so obviously just before my finger was fucked, I got stuck on this finger,
Yeah.
and my fingers were fat. Oh, it was a sad time.
Well,
I also remember I also got my finger stuck in someone's oil tank once. I think it's oil tank, or metal grates. I can't describe them, but I got stuck. My fingers have been everywhere. Oh, yeah. I just
weird flex.
Weird flex indeed. Like I can't be trusted. That's the problem. I can't be trusted. When I get my medication bag, I'll just stick it on my head. But continuing on, so Lily's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Jean, I'm sorry," and then she's like, "Okay, I forgive you, but it's a shame Ruby burned on the stall." And then Lily opens up and goes, it was actually me." And Jean's like, "What? Fair enough."
Yeah, like Lily finally confides in Jean that it has been her, and like I'm not crying. I got fucking hay fever going on, but it's just about. She finally opens up to Jean about everything that's been going on and why, and Jean kind of sits her through it. But Jean, she's also kind of at her last fucking wick as well. She's still struggling. Just like, ugh. So she just generally they have a nice little heart to heart, and she's like, "Look, it doesn't change anything the same. You're never gonna forget Martin." But just bottling it all up it just doesn't work. So it's just keep talking to us, and it will slowly get better.
Yeah, and
I don't know if any of that was said, but
it's basically our words against the viewers' words. So, continuing on, I'll just quickly run through Avani's stuff. Avani, basically, when she gets the weed, she invites the dealer to the birthday party. Not the birthday.
Well, she doesn't invite. He follows her.
He follows her to the party, and then they have to call Jack in. And I'm like, Jack, you're going to get...
This is also, like, this is Amy and Avani, like, finally, like, oh, yeah, let's move past it, I was all stupid, it shouldn't have happened, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we good now? Yeah, let's have a chill party then. And then the dealers show up.
I'm not your mate, I'm your dealer.
Exactly.
He shows up. I'm like, Jack, how are you not fired from this? Because Jack just pulls up, like, whips out his badge. A cop, mate, what are you going to do? Like, you should be sacked, mate. You're using your job to flex. That's not on.
Well, he's not flexing to get some free weed. He's kicking him out of his house.
That'd be...
With drugs on him.
Mate, you give me a great idea to be a police officer for. Should get free weed.
Sample the goods.
Sample the goods.
It's like being a teacher. Just confiscate it.
Oh, also, I found something out about a teacher. A teacher in Florida got fired. Now, I'm going to very quickly just...
Oh, Jesus, where's this
Okay,
going?
you ready for this? So, was the teacher fired for saying the child's preferred name? Was she fired for having sex with an underage child? Was she fired because of something else horrific? Is it A, B, or C? What do you think it is?
All of the above.
No, it was A. She was fired because the child said, "Can you not call me this?" She said, the child was like, "Can you not call me this name? Can you call me this name?" The teacher went, "Yeah, fair enough." But like obviously in Florida, I think if they sign a form, the parents have to sign a form. The parents didn't sign the form, so they put a complaint in, and they got the teacher fired. But the school is saying we didn't fire her, we're just not renewing her license. We're not renewing her contract. And the reason why I brought this up is because there was a teacher also in Florida who threw a house party, and she was in a primary school. She was a primary school principal, I should say. And there was a teacher there, and there was like a bunch of teenagers, and she had to leave her job. And you think, oh, she's going to be unemployed still. No, she got picked up by another school, and it's like, so you can't say the child's preferred name and get fired, but you can throw a house party and just invite a bunch of people. The life of being a teacher in Florida. But yeah, there's my little food for thought. And then going back to Jack, yeah, he got like Priya's like, "Can you sort out this case, Jack?" And Jack's like, "Yeah, I'll try my best." Then the police officer.
Well, it's like first and foremost, they fucking Jack breaks up this party. The dealer pulls out a fucking hammer, and it's like, what are you gonna fucking do? Because Joel's like, "I'll fucking take you out," and then Denzel steps up, and they all like kind of touch base. He then like start like getting ready to like shift all the phones, put them all in the bag, and then Jack comes in like, "Yeah, get the fuck out my house." Finds the weed, or whatever drugs he was peddling, and he gets them all out. Avani and Lilly's friendship once again in tatters, and at this point, yeah, they try to look ahead and try to get Jack to actually look at the search again and see if it was all above board, or at least just get some more fucking info about it.
Yeah, and basically Priya is asked for information about the case. The police haze Jack, saying they're just doing their job. There's nothing more about the case. He informs Priya, and then Priya basically tells Avani that she has to make her own confession. Avani breaks down in the laundrette, and Yolanda helps and speaks to her, and she goes home. I think she says she's going to do the case.
Yeah, but it's just a nice. It's why it's just times like these. It's always great to remember that Yolanda is back, and she's back with an actual purpose this time, because she really is good, and she does play this role really well. Of just being that concerned gran, which you gotta love. And yeah, it's a nice scenes with Avani and Yolanda. So
yeah,
but yeah, she leaves her with she takes her to, I assume, a police station, and Priya meets up with her, and they go to move forward with it.
And now it is time for the topic everyone is here for. It is about Sonia Fowler Leaves. Now, I'm going to very quickly, because I might as well just make this. Do I want me to make it a sticking point now, or do I want me to wait till the end when I finish this topic by Julia's theme?
I'll do it at the end.
Okay. So Sonia on Monday is getting a lot of people coming to her house, saying, "Oh, this is where the murderer lived. Look at this." Bit rude, lads. Bit rude. But
yeah, but the fucking true crime sleuths absolutely can't help themselves.
I brought
and just be horrifically invasive.
I brought it up before, but it was like the guy who's making the Stan Lee abusive documentary, how the abuse Stan Lee endured, and I was going through all the tiers, and one of the tiers is you can go to the places where Stan Lee was abused, and it's
good Christ.
I don't think I want to do that, lads. But going up to Bruce Wayne, we can bring you to where your parents were killed. They were killed here. Have at it. But it's if they go up to her house and Sonia's like, "Just fucking leave me alone, please. I beg you." And then Bianca is talking. She's been evicted from Cats, and then Bianca's like, "Yeah, I don't really know what to do." And they're like, "Go talk to Sonia." And then Bex finally talks to Sonia, and it's like, "Hey, Mom, maybe you should listen to Bianca out. Maybe you should hear her out." And Sonia says, "Oh, all right, I should." and they talk. But one of the people, they go for drinks, but one of the people there, his name is Terry. And I'm not saying his last name because with my accent it would be horrible. But I'll try in a minute. And his name's Terry Cant, and he is.
I mean, obviously, viewers will remember that we saw who we thought was Terry a couple of years ago as Rocky Cotton, who was trying to claim she is, or he is, Sonia's biological dad, who walked out on them all those years ago. Similar build, similar hair, similar kind of approach, both kind of Londoners. And yeah, so he does. I think it's at the end of Monday's episode, he introduced himself like, "Look, I am your dad," and obviously with what happened before, he said, no, I am real. You know, I can show you my birth certificate, I can show my passport and everything. I am who I say I am, and he's like this, like fairly like sizable guy. He's wearing all like beads and like charms around his arm, and he's like a probably like 60-year-old man. And he's back, and he saw the podcast, and he wants to help Sonia. He's doing well for himself. He's currently been between Bali and London, but he's doing well for himself. He has a speedboat. He's got a big Range Rover. He's doing well for himself, and he wants to kind of try take the pain away for Sonia. But the main problem is, first, Bianca doesn't trust him. And it just gets a bit, it's just a bit confusing for everyone, because Sonia has been pretty bad at, she has a terrible sense of trust, if we couldn't tell, of the last couple of years. She usually picks an awful person to be like, oh, they seem sound. It's like, well, they're not, though, are they? So it's just like, does Sonia jump at the chance to meet her dad after all this time? And to be fair, the dad starts off, Terry is, he's very charming, and he's saying all the right things. It's like, I want to make it better. I'm doing well for myself. I want to help out you. I want to help out baby Julia. I want to be there for you. I want my family back. It was all regrettable as to what happened with Carol all those years ago. But it just once again pits Bianca and Sonia at odds, as they both kind of go. Bianca's like, I don't fucking trust him, because Bianca's older, I would assume. I'm pretty sure Bianca's older, so she's like, I remember you when you were with Mum, and I remember all like the tears and the crying. Like, she does not trust him in the slightest. But Sonia's kind of taken in once again because she's so desperate to just have someone be her dad.
Yeah, and this continues on where Bianca's like, maybe you don't trust Terry because maybe he just isn't saying the right things, which is fair enough. But at the same time, just again, Ash, if you don't mind, like if Ash's dad just walked back into Ash's life after 60 years, and just
it'd be like 60 years.
I know 12 years, but I'm saying like when you're the top, whatever age you are when you hit Sonia's age, and then he walks back in.
Yeah.
It's about 10 years, about 10, 12
Sonia's
years.
only 39, for fuck's sake.
So, what, a good 15 years?
15 years. Yeah.
So it would have been about 20 years.
Yeah, be like, why the fuck are you here? Why are you even here? Why? Why is this even a thing? But yeah, it's just, and Bianca is just so resistant, but because of how much they bickered lately, and like they're so back and forth, and Bianca wants to be there for Sonia and be excited, but still she just can't really do it. So it causes more fights. But I think, is it at the end of Tuesday's episode where Bianca's calling Carol, and it's just like, yo, Terry's back on the scene, but Terry goes up to her, and the fucking facade drops, and he proves to be pretty much a woman, not a woman hater, but he says some pretty like misogynistic, like, Bianca, I always knew you were just a little bitch who cried to get her own way, and then says, woman like you need a good slap to know like when to stop. And it's like, because they done such a good job at making him really charming, you're like, oh, he's really sound. He seems like such a cool guy. This seems great. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's horrific.
It is horrific. Yeah, he basically chooses the tough.
And he grabs her arm and like hurts her.
I will go through. So the one that tough is him showing up at the door saying he's Sonia's dad. And the chooses stuffed off is him saying he only has 48 hours in Walford, and he wants them to book the holiday with him and go with him to Barley. Uh,
Bally. Oh, yeah.
Is it Barley, not Barley?
Yeah. It's not the fucking plan, is it?
Well,
they're going to Barley. just Bally.
Bally.
Just Bally.
Down in Bally.
Or Barley, but I don't know.
I just call it Barley.
You just said it like a farmer. So.
Down in Barley.
Now it all sounds wrong.
Nip down to Barley. Have a lovely chat. And then Wednesday he just grabs her and he says, "You women should like this." He basically pulls an Alfie Moon 2018.
He pulls the Sean Connery.
Fuck. Okay.
No. If you know, you know.
Just leaving it there. Letting that hang over his arse. R.I.P. to Sean Connery.
No, R.I.P. Fuck that old man.
And yeah, he was a woman abuser. That is
terrible attitudes towards women.
Yeah. Lovely sky we have. Continuing on. So in the first episode, it's just classic Sonia stuff, where Terry's like, "Oh, I don't believe Bianca come on," and Sonia's like, "Do I believe Bianca or not?" But she eventually does, and then like he starts fighting Sonia and Bianca, and Bex comes in there, and no one's gonna get this, but Ash, and she does a fucking Monty Brown special pounds, and she goes in there and just absolutely.
Well, it's just. But yeah, before this bit, obviously the final day they do have a big leave and do. Is she's like, I'm going to Bali with my dad, and it'll all be fun, everything will be together. But she finally goes, why is Bianca not here though? Like, it's important. And so she goes to find Bianca and talks to her, and she shows the bruise, and she starts to actually go, oh shit. He tries to spin a tale, being like, it didn't happen. So, but yeah, she then figures out like, oh, you come into Bali then? She's like, nah. Well, it's also because at that point she goes to see Rocky, and Rocky's like, look, you've spent so much time wanting someone to be your dad, but you should be more worried about the fact that you just want to leave your home. You want to leave Walford. And you're too scared to actually just do it. So, it says some line about, it is also nice to see Rocky again, because he left under not so savory circumstances anyways. So it was cool to see him, and just gives her the advice that she does pretty much need from her dad. Just like, trust yourself. Trust yourself at the end of the day. Like, this may be too good to be true, but you're the one making the decision, so you have to be comfortable with it, which is pretty good advice, honestly. And so yeah, Terry is told, I'm not going to Bali with you. I'm not doing it. And that's where his mask slips. And he gets really angry. Just, it was the right decision to leave all those years ago. Basically, never liked you anyways. Gross. And he gets really angry. And so, at this point, as Piggy was saying, they're all like stood next to a garage, and he gets really mad. And Bex sees this. Bianca pushes him. Bex runs in, pushes him more into a garage and locks him in there. And he's like, let me out. Let me out. It's so good. It's so good.
It's campy EastEnders, and I love it.
Like, after this, I'm all here for the Sonia, Bianca, and Bex travel show. Make it happen. Make it happen. That would be tremendous.
See, I need just, it's a perfect Red Nose Day episode. Like, for Red Nose Day. It's just them in Bali or Barley or anywhere in the world, just enjoying themselves. Like, I'm sure you could do it. Like, not really. Sonia's probably got nothing going on, and neither has Bex. Patsy Palmer's the only one that's probably got something going on. She's DJing, but still.
She's in the Big Brother house.
Yeah. Although you could have in character Bianca DJing in Barley. There you go.
Yeah.
See, it works. But
yeah, it's so good that it's such a fun little campy scene, and it kind of they did a really good job of making Terry interesting for this 1 week that he was brought in for. Like, it was really fun with how they decided to do it. And at that point, they take the car keys. They are taking his Range Rover. Bex is towing the boat. Bianca and Sonia get in the boat with a bottle of champagne, and Sonia one last time blows her trumpet as Julia's theme once again plays them out of the show. And honestly, if it was just for Sonia, fuck them. But for Bianca, for Bex, for them together, it's the end of their story for now. I think it's quite justified, and they definitely lived up to what they wanted it to be, rather than having it just be underwhelming and they leave. Yeah, that's my opinion on it. Like, yes, there have been like 5 Julia's themes in 2025, but this is the end of the era, right? This is the end. All of these storylines have culminated. It's all ending. So I get it, but also you're fucking Ben Wadey over because he's probably not gonna be able to use one for a while. But then again, it's all his new shit soon anyway. So what would really earn a Julia's theme? Blah blah blah.
See, you know how I think they should have done it? They should have had Sonia play. I know Sonia probably can't play the trumpet in real life.
She can't play the fucking trumpet.
But you could probably get someone in the studio who could, and just dub it in, where she's playing Julia's theme on the trumpet. So it's perfect that she's playing.
It would be way too meta.
Yeah, but I'd like it. I'd like that.
But you like anything.
Or you just have a trumpet Julia's theme. Just she's not playing it, but that's what plays. I didn't mind this. I just texted Ash at 10 in the morning going, well, looks like they used it again. Sonia is...
Yeah, I can understand. I don't think people are complaining about it that much. I've not seen too many complaints, but I will say it's I've been saying it for a while, saying, come on, guys, for fuck's sake, stop overusing it, please. But also, I think people have finally... I think people, between the pretty garbage recent stint of Sonia, which, let's be honest, probably my least favourite part of this previous era. Like, I appreciate that she had a storyline, right? But also, the Reese stuff. Yeah. But yeah, they did earn this, and this exit, kind of like David Wicks, has definitely left me. Obviously, I'm pretty sure I made a short about this, saying I never need to see Sonia back, and I could happily never see her ever again and be fine with it. But this ending is fitting for the story.
Yeah. I enjoyed this exit. It's nice that Bianca finally got a proper exit with Sonia and Bex and baby Julia. I think baby Julia's gone with them, isn't she?
Yeah. I mean, they're not. She's not staying around, is she?
I don't know. And also, by the way, I should mention that Peter and Lauren were looking for a flat, but they got more than a flat. They got OSA. They got Dot's house, which I'd be careful in that house. You make a wrong step, all you're gonna hear is, "Hello, ma. Hello, ma." There you go. There's a better one. I'd be, no offense, that house would be scary. Like, imagine that house in Halloween, all the ghosts around the dance on the fireplace. Imagine that, like, you fucking Nick Cotton, Arthur Fatboy Chubbs, Doc Cotton and Ethel and Willie. And and Jim Braddon, if he died there. Jesus. But yeah, they own the house now. If you don't know what I mean, there's a tradition on Halloween where it's supposedly saying that the saint stands around the fireplace on Halloween night because it's Halloween. That's where I was leading to. And it was nice to actually see them have like an exit. I do think it was worth it. I'm finally glad Sonia's getting a break because Sonia was pretty much done dirty throughout her tenure because they've. Now I might be it might be controversial. It might be not. From what I watched, they basically met her Dot's carer, but they just that's how she was. She was Dot's carer. It was bisexual when the schedule fit, and never really got more than that storyline. And she just kind of did her own thing, I guess. She never really got a storyline.
I'll probably reiterate that bisexual when the schedule permits is a joke,
Yeah.
just in case people are getting wrapped up by the anti-bi sentiment. It's not there.
It's a joke because they used to just they'd say like, oh, she's bisexual now, and then like a week later it's like, I'm with Martin. It's like, okay, fair enough.
Just don't upset anyone who thinks it may be biphobic. It is not.
It is not. No. I support my boyfriends. But as I was saying, like, it's just
one of my closest friends is bi.
By what?
Buy one get one 3. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just left the camera.
You asked the question. I gave you an answer. What the fuck do you want from me? I gave you a fucking answer. You go, yeah, fuck it out. Just ask stupid questions, get stupid answers.
Fair enough. This is the last podcast before I go on holiday. Well, no, this is the second to last podcast before I go on holiday. I'm phoning it in, baby. I'm seeing Twilight next weekend.
I'm getting leathered after this podcast.
I'm leathered on the chalky milk.
I recorded a video yesterday for Friday. I'm checked out.
I guess
we are good.
I guess now we just do the awards, or do you want to give your thoughts on that?
But yeah, I can understand. I don't know if don't think I've seen too much I don't think I've seen much anti-Sonia sentiment around this time. I won't lie. So I respect that. It was a good way to get. It was a good way to get Julia's theme in here, and I am glad that Sonia got a fitting exit for it. So full credit, and they did a good job of it. And considering we spent the bulk of our time deciding that Sonia was fucking shit, they did a really good job to pull it back and actually make it a fairly earned and solid exit for the character. So they did a good job in the end, even if throughout the entire time we're going, fuck. It's like driving someone you've never been. Like, are you sure you know where you're going? Yeah. I know the instruction. I know the directions in my head. And it's like, are you sure though? I could just pull up a sat nav. Don't fucking pull up the sat nav. We know where we're going. Yeah, all right. All right, if you say so.
Do it the old way where Dad gets out the map in the car and just give Mom directions. Exactly. But like the map still says Gulf of Mexico on it, and it's like, what the fuck? That's a joke as well. Joke being that the map is very old. Oh bloody hell. I guess now it's time for the awards. Are you excited for the awards, Josh? Do you want to run through the awards while I do this?
Yes, the awards. They are for the lovely, lovely, lovely awards that we do. I've forgotten them all. Underrated. Obvious. Yeah. Who needs slapping down? Equally obvious. And finally, the Keanu Taylor Award of Excellence.
Where do you want to start?
Just for any bullshit, really. Let's be honest.
Where do you want to start? Underrated Keanu or
underrated?
Oh, Bex Fowler is underrated for me. That's my underrated.
Yeah, it's because the last time we'll see her for a while. Bianca, we've given her a lot of shit the entire time, but in the end, like this was going to be one of Piggy's first solo videos where he was fuming about Bianca's initial exit where she just fucks off in the taco truck. And he was fuming. I was like, I got to make a video about this. I'm like, yeah, you do it. And he never did, of course, because
Classic Piggy.
Classic Piggy.
I just
But yeah, but in the end, I do appreciate Bianca a lot more, and they did give her a lot of stuff to do. And for pretty much a guest stint, she was very prominent and did a lot of episodes. So I will give her some credit. I like Bianca significantly more than I did before this stint, so they've done a good job of it.
And now it's time for the Keanu Taylor Award of Excellence. I'm going for Becca's Pounce. That was truly beautiful.
Oh, Pounce.
What do you think I said?
Pants.
No, that's private.
Well, I said we knew it, or we said it was an after show. We didn't say what kind of after show. Have a cold shower. Johnny Taylor. Oh, fuck, I'm going for the push as well.
There we go. And who needs slapping down? It's easy. It's Terry. Can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's Terry, or it's the dealer. Mate, why is he not just pull out? Mate, that dealer's mental. Why is he pulling out a hammer? Just get a knife, you daft bastard. It's the UK. It's the UK. Obviously, I'm not suggesting he actually get a knife in anything. Just mate, to reiterate that. Mate, who's rocking a hammer in this situation?
You've never seen my keychain, have you?
No.
On my keychain, where my keys are stored. On my keychain, I have a toffee hammer that I bust out. So when I was in school, anyone who messed with me, I grabbed the toffee hammer. I get their knuckles, smacked them with the toffee hammer. The knuckles like the mafia.
You're feral, mate. You've got issues. I had smacking people with a toffee hammer. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, just don't piss me off. Get smacked with the laugh hammer, get smacked with the toffee hammer. I know which one I'm choosing. It's the toffee hammer.
It's not getting any better than that.
Just imagine like just us describing school life. So actually, yeah, I had a pretty normal life. And then it's like, Piggy, what you do? I was in the toffee mafia. What were you? I was in the Yakuza, lads. The game. So yeah, there's the awards. Now, is it time for the after show, or do you want to wrap it up so you can grab a drink?
I don't even think we have anything interesting for the after show. The scripted video, it's still very much slowly being in the editor. I've gotten 2 of the entries of the video. The audio has been edited down, so it's still taking its sweet time. So honestly, it's probably not going to be out for a couple of months. But me and Piggy did both start scripts of our own that will probably come out a little bit sooner than those videos. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, and that is the end of the podcast. This has been a weird one. We've talked about a lot of things, trans rights, which support your trans allies, support your bi allies, support your gay allies, support your A allies, and support ducks with 3 legs.
Support the LGBTQIA plus community.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Man in the Sky. Support ducks with 3 legs, because that's a funny line that I'll never forget that I made. I am dyslexic, and just like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Next week's the end of April. It's officially Easter. Also, happy Easter. This comes out on Easter Sunday. Jesus has rose after being nailed by 2 Romans. So, happy Easter. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.